Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In this video we are going to discuss regarding vector. Okay, so let's start. So basically vector is providing the implementation for the list interface. We have already seen the array list, linked list, list interface, collection, and parent of collection is iterable. Okay, in this video we are going to discuss regarding the vector. Then after completing the vector we will start the cursors topic. Okay, so let's see. In previous video we already completed some topics regarding collections. Okay, so what is collection, what is the use of collection, what is the difference between array and collection, why collection is best as compared to array, right? What is the advantages of collection, what is the disadvantages of array, right? Then in a second video we completed the in second video we completed here list interface. Okay, so list is a child interface of collection. Then if you want to represent a group of individual object where duplicates are allowed and insertion order is present, then we go with the list. Okay, list interface. There are the some classes is also present, like which is providing the implementation for the list interface, like ArrayList, LinkedList, vector, and stack. So now we are going to discuss regarding vector. Then we seen the list interface methods which is present, like add all, get, remove, set, last, index of, and list iterator. Then after we discuss regarding how to create the object of array list and how to get the data, how to iterate the data. We already taken some examples also for the array list. Okay, this is the example, and we already seen some methods present inside the array list, like remove all, set, clear, etc., and how to iterate the data using the for loop, right? Then in third video we seen the what is array list, when we have to use it in real time, internal working of array list, right? Then after in fourth video we completed the array list constructors, right? How many types of constructors are present in array list and when we have to use it. Same method is also. So how many types of method is present, when we have to use it, which which operation it is performed, right? Then in fifth video we discussed regarding the linked list, right? Linked list, what is linked list, when we have to use the linked list, and some methods present inside the linked list, right? Then after linked list constructors, which is empty constructor, which is we called as non-parameterized constructor and parameterized constructor. So when we use this first constructor, non-parameterized constructor, it is create an empty linked list, right? Then second constructor of linked list, when we have to add the one collection into the another collection, that time we are using this second constructor, right? Then after we seeing the one code also for the linked list and some methods also, like get first, get last, what is the use of get method, and add first, right? Add method, add last, remove first, remove last, and some more methods also, right? Then in this video we are going to discuss regarding the vector. So vector, so what is vector? So vector is nothing but a one class, right? Vector is a implementation class of list interface, which is used to store the individual group of object, right, which is where it is storing the duplicate object also. So let's write point by point. Vector is implementation class, right, for what, for, or we can say of list interface. It is providing the implementation to the list interface, that's why we are called implementation class, right. So interface which is also used to store the group of individual object, used to store group of individual object, right, objects where duplicate is also allowed. So we can write where duplicates also allowed, right, duplicate also allowed. Then second point, vector is exactly similar to the array list. This question is asked by the interviewer. What is the difference between array list and vector? So there is only one difference. Basically vector and array list is exactly same, but vector is providing the synchronization, right, it is providing the thread safety, but array list is not a synchronized. So we can write one more point, vector is exactly same, to, or we can write vector is exactly similar to array list, but array list is not synchronized, okay, synchronized class, where vector is a synchronized class, where vector is a synchronized class, right. So vector is an implementation class of list interface, which is also used to store a group of individual objects where duplicate also allowed. Second point, vector is exactly similar to the array list. See guys, here vector and array list is exactly similar, but vector is providing the thread safety and array list is not provide the thread safety. There is only one difference, remember this point. Then vector is belong from the Java 1.0 version, that's why we will call it a legacy class, okay. So we can write one more point, vector is also legacy class, because it is available from Java 1.0 version, right, okay. So this is about the vector, and it is allowing the null also, allowed null, right. We can write one more point like insertion order is also preserved, insertion order preserved, insertion order preserved in vector, okay. Then let's say the constructor present inside a vector. So we have to write vector class constructor, right? Constructor, vector class constructors. So there are three type of constructor is present. Let's see the first one, which is a non-parameterized constructor. Which is a non-parameterized constructor, means there is a no parameter. So let's create an object for vector. Vector is a reference variable is equal to new vector, right? There is a no parameter inside a parenthesis, right? Inside the parenthesis. Okay. Then second, if we want to create a specific vector object, okay, which is defined the specified capacity, that time we are using this second constructor. Okay, vector class name, reference variable, new keyword, and vector, which is a constructor. And there inside a bracket we have to provide the parameter, like we have to define the capacity. Okay, what capacity of object you want, that much capacity you have to initialize here. Like I am providing the int is a data type and I am providing the some capacity. Okay, capacity. Okay, this is a third constructor, this is the second constructor, and let's see the third constructor. So if we have to add one constructor data into the another constructor, okay, sorry, one object data into the another object, that time we are using this third constructor. So let's see, vector, which is nothing but a class name, v is a reference variable, is equal to new keyword, then constructor. Okay, and inside this bracket we have to provide the collection object, like C. Okay, so let's see here, we define the three constructors. So first one is non-parameterized constructor. Let's write here, I will comment it, non-parameterized. Non-parameterized constructor. Second one, parameterized constructor. Okay, and third one, when we have to use it, when we have to add one collection data into another collection, right? Okay, that's it. This is the use of vector constructor. There are the three types of constructor present inside a vector. And let's see the theoretical part. Vector, what is vector? Vector is the implementation class of list interface, which is also used to store a group of individual objects where duplicate are allowed. Okay, second point is vector is exactly similar to the ArrayList, right? But there is only one difference. ArrayList is not a synchronized, okay, which is not providing the thread safety, ArrayList. But when we have to use the vector, if we have to provide the thread safety, that time we are using the vector, which is a synchronized class, right? Then vector is a legacy class. Why? Because it is belongs from or available from Java 1.0 version, right? Remember this point. Null is also allowed inside a vector, and insertion order is preserved. Okay, remember those points. interviewer asks those type of question only, right? Then there are some methods is also present, like vector methods. Vector methods. There is add method. Okay, there is a add method is present. Let's point 1. Okay, add method. So what is the use of add method? So if we want to add one one element, or if you want to add element into collection object, right, that time you are using add method, right? Second one, what is the there is another method, add all method is present. What is the use of add all method? So it is adding the whole collection data. See here, this is a third constructor, right? If you want to add one collection data into the another collection data, that time you are using the constructor. Okay, third constructor. There is another approach to add the data, add all method. Okay, when we have to add one collection into another collection, that time we are using add all method also. There is a two approach. Let's see the third method, like get method is also present. Based on index, so we can write here what is the use of the get method. So based on index we have to get the data, if you want a particular data which is present on a particular index, that time you have to provide the index inside a constructor. Okay, inside a parameter, right? So then it will return a particular object which is present on this index. Let's see, open the STS. There we have to create. We already seen the one ArrayList program, then LinkedList program also in previous videos, right? We already created one LinkedList object, how to create the LinkedList object, how to add the data, how many methods, what is the methods is present inside the linked list, like add first, add last, get first, get last, like remove first, remove last, how to iterate the data, right? All those things we already discussed. So let's talk about the vector. Right click on a package, we have to create a new class. Then how we can create? Right click on a package, com.info, new, go to the class. Okay, new, go to the class. Here I am giving the class name like vector example1, vector example1. Okay, and press finish button. We already created one vector example1 class. Inside that we have to take a main method. How to take a main method? Public is nothing but a access modifier. Public static void main. Inside that we have to take a string args, okay, and triangular bracket. We already discussed regarding the main method. Inside the main method there is a string parameter, okay, and there is a reference variable args. We can use any reference variable like a, or we can give anything. So interviewer asks to the fresher, instead of args can we use the another reference variable? So yes, you can use. Then we have to create the object of vector. How to create? Vector v is nothing but a reference variable, then new vector. Okay, this is a object. So it is showing the error because we are not importing the package. So there is one special keyword like Control Shift and O, which is importing the required package. So it is varied based on your IDE, which IDE you are using, like Eclipse, IntelliJ or STS. Okay, so Control S. Then we have to add the data. We have to add the data inside that particular object, v object, right, vector object. So how to add? V dot, there is a add method present. There are multiple methods are present, like see elements and for each, get, index of, is empty, iterator, list iterator, right, remove all. Okay, some methods we already discussed inside ArrayList and ArrayList and LinkedList. Okay, we already completed some sessions. Some videos is also present inside our playlist for the ArrayList vector, ArrayList and LinkedList and list interface. So there already we taken this method. Let's take once again. So I have to we can add a string data. I have to add a string data, like take India. Okay, we'll take a country name India, v dot add. I'm taking another string like Pune, then v dot add, let's increase size. Okay, then v dot add okay, so then v dot add like I am taking the Mumbai. Okay, and then after v dot add, I am taking the another data, like I am taking the 111, like it is a int data, means it is allowing the duplicate also. Okay, v dot take another data like add false. Okay, we can add this also. So we already write here one point. ArrayList vector is allowed the duplicate values, right? So it is allowing the duplicate value, correct? Okay, so then we have to print it. So how to print? So there are the different ways to print the list data, like there are some cursors is also present, or for loop. With the help of for loop we can print the data. Okay, so let's use the for loop. How to use? For, we have to take the reference variable of list vector, then open curly bracket, close curly bracket, inside a parenthesis or inside a for loop we have to use the colon, and to the left side we have to use the object. Why object? Because we taken the different types of data, like string, integer and boolean data. So parents of those is object, right? So that's why we are taking object as a data type. So take a reference variable value. Okay, and system dot out dot println, print the value. Okay, let's execute our program. So it is run as Java application and okay. So it is giving India, Pune, Mumbai 4 times 1 and false. This is our output. Okay, so this is our vector, and if you want to add the particular data, particular element, then we are using the add method. Let's take another example. I'm taking here the v1, okay, reference variable of v1. So make here v1 also, v1 dot add, v1 dot Mumbai, v1 dot 4 times 1, v1 dot false. Let's take one another object of vector. So vector v2, we are giving the reference variable name v2. So vector v2 is equal to new vector, okay, and constructor. So what I have to do, I have such a requirement, I have to print the one collection data into the another collection and perform the operation on v2. So how I can do? So there are the two ways, by using this third constructor and by using add all method. So let's see with the constructor. So simply what we have to do, we have to simply add v1 inside our parenthesis, okay, inside our constructor, and then after I am adding some data, v2 dot add, like I am taking the string data, okay, string data. So take a Nagpur, then take v2 dot add some boolean data like 10,000, okay, not a boolean data, it is a double, okay. So then after let's print, there is showing some error, yeah. So let's print the v2, okay. Now what we are doing here, we are printing the v2 object only, okay, we are returning the data present inside the v2, but internally we are providing here the v1 inside a constructor, means one collection data we are adding into the another collection. So when we are printing the v2, that time what happen, internally it is searching the v2 object and finding the data present inside the v1 object. Firstly it is printing all those data, then after it is printing the Nagpur and double data, okay. So save our program and execute run as Java application. So see what is the output, India, Pune, Mumbai, 4 times 1 false, Nagpur and 10,000, okay. So that is our output. So we seen with the one way, okay, this is a one way by using constructor. Let's use the second way. I will comment the first object, constructor object, okay, and remove this v1, okay, and add, by using the add all method we have to perform the operation. Before that I am printing again our program, I am executing our program. So what is the output here, Nagpur and 10,000 double data, okay. So means it is printing string data Nagpur and double 10,000. So I have to use the add all method. So how I can use v2 dot add all, what I have to add, v1 first collection object data we have to add into the add all method, okay. So now what is the output? So firstly we are using the add all method to add the first collection data, means vector object into the v2, okay, by using add all method. Then after we are printing the string Nagpur and 10,000. Okay, so let's execute our program once again. So it is printing India, Pune, Mumbai, 4 times 1 false, Nagpur, and then 10,000, right? So this is the use of third constructor and add all method and add method. Okay, so if we have to perform the more operations like remove this or stay as it is. Okay, so I have to perform the operation like I have to remove the particular data, then v2 dot I have to remove. So for remove I have a remove method. Based on index we can remove the particular data. So remove on 0th index which data element is present, it is removed. Let's execute. So on first position India is present, right? Then when we are using the remove method, it is giving us output from Pune only, Pune, Mumbai, right? Correct. So if I want to remove the data like Mumbai, okay, which is present on a second index, right? Let's add the second in a remove method, right? So let's execute once again. So it is remove the Mumbai, right? So what is our output? India, Pune, 4 times 1 false, Nagpur, and 10,000, right? So this is the use of remove method. So we can write based on index we can remove data. Okay, let's see the some another methods like v2 dot if I want to check or if I want to get a particular object data, right? Index 1 I want to data which is present on 0th index, then how I can get a data? So there is a get method present, right? There is a get method is present. Let's sys out system.out.println v2 dot get 0, get of 0. I will comment it for some time for your understanding purpose and save. Let's execute once again. It is giving us 0th index base object, right, which is India. Let's see once again. On 0th index India is present, right? So when we are executing we will get the output India, right? We will get the output India. So if I want the data present on 5th position, let's execute it. It is giving us 10,000, right, which is present on last index. Okay, so this is the use of get method. Based on index we can access, right? We can access data, right? Okay, so let's take another methods like add all, capacity, elements, for each gauge, hash code, like index of, if we have to find out the particular object index, then it will return that. We already seen those inside the ArrayList and LinkedList, right? Which is already taken some classes, already some videos are present inside our playlist, right? So isempty is also we have already taken. So last index of, first index of, iterate, notify all, it is a object method is present, index, notify all. Okay, we will going to take inside a multi-threading part. So parallel stream, which is we have to take when we are taking the Java 8, right? That time we are going to discuss regarding the parallel stream. So remove, already we discuss remove all. Okay, so set method is also important, set size, sort, right? So those are method are present. Let's take a set method. Okay, set is important. Based on index we can add a particular data, right? So here on 0th index there is India is present, right? So I have to replace the Pune, which is present on first index, right? Which is present on first index. I have to replace Pune with Hyderabad, right? So what we have to do, we have to give here the on which index we have to remove the particular data, right? Or we have to replace. Okay, so set, we have to give the index, then we have to provide a which data we have to add on that position. So on first index there is a Pune present, so I am adding here Hyderabad, HYD. Save and let's execute. Let's see the output. Before that, what we have to do, we have to comment out the for loop. Okay, and then save our program and let's execute. So see here, what is the output? Oh, 1 minute, comment out this line and execute. It is easy to understand. Let's see here, India is present on 0th index, right? On first index India, Pune is present, right? So it is replaced by Hyderabad, right? Then it is printing 111 false Nagpur and 1000, sorry 10,000, right? That's it. So this is the methods we already seen. So what is the use of set method? Based on index position we can replace the particular or we can say like we can set the particular data, right? Particular data. So okay, so we can save the particular data, right? That's it. So what we seen in this class, let's see once again, let's revise once again. So we created one vector example one class, inside that we taken one main method, then after we are taking the vector object, inside that vector object we are adding some data by using the add method, and then after we created the another object of vector, and with the help of constructor we are adding one object data into the another object. Okay, there is another approach by using the add all method. We can add one collection data into the another collection data, right? Then after we are adding some another object inside the vector2 object, sorry v2 object, right? Then we are discuss remove method. Based on index we can remove the particular data, right? Then after we seen the get method, based on index we can get a particular data. We discussed regarding the set method, based on the index we can set a particular data, right? And by using the for loop we are iterating the whole objects, right? So this is our vector, and let's see our theoretical part what we completed. So let's see vector. So vector is the implementation class of list interface which is used to store the group of individual object where duplicate values are allowed, right? We already seen inside our code also, right? Then vector is exactly similar to the array list, but array list is not synchronized. Array list is not synchronized. Vector is synchronized. That is the difference between the array list and vector. Okay. Then vector is also called a legacy class. Vector we called to the vector as a legacy class. Okay, because it is available from 1.0 version, right? Java 1.0 version. Then after we discuss regarding the vector, right? Vector constructor. So there are the three types of constructor. Empty constructor, which is like we can say the non-parameterized constructor. Then parameterized constructor, when you want to specify this capacity for particular object, then we are using the second constructor, parameterized constructor. And third constructor is used when we have to add one collection data into the another collection, right? We already discussed those things, and in previous video regarding the list, let's see what we completed up to now. Let's see what we completed up to now. Collection. So up to now we discussed regarding the list interface, right? List interface. Then after that, inside the list we discuss regarding the array list, right? What is the use of array list, when we have to use the array list, right? And what is the internal of array list. Then we discuss the linked list also, when we have to use the array list, when we have to use the linked list, what is the difference between both, right? We already seen the methods present inside the list interface, array list and linked list also. Then in this video we discuss regarding the vector, right? What is the use of a vector? It is the most important point. So when we want to provide the thread safety, right, when we provide the synchronization, that time we are using the vector instead of array list, right? So for searching purpose, array list is good. Then second, linked list, when we have to insert, so we can say insertion purpose and deletion purpose, we are using linked list. And synchronization purpose, array list, sorry, vector, right? Synchronize, right? So that's it. All those topic and important question related to the interview already completed up to now. In next video we are going to discuss regarding the cursor. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.